Hello, Retro Simmers. Welcome to West Anime Sims. My name is Kelvin, and how are you doing? We are back with another speed build. This time around, we're going to build a London townhouse, London style townhouse. We are going back around the world with The Sims 2. Now, if you happen to stumble upon this video and you like what you see, please give me a like and subscribe to West Anime Sims for more updates on Retro Sims content. Currently, we are still on our way to go up to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you have, it really means a lot to me that you guys still support the old games of Sims 1, 2, and 3, mainly Sims 2. But yeah, so I'm still really happy that people are really supporting this 21-year-old game. So let's focus on this London townhouse. So this London townhouse kind of inspired by one of the Simmers who is recently popped up really well because he is focused on building Sims 2 builds. His name is Summer Down, and his focus is mainly on brutalist or UK style kind of British architecture, which is kind of interesting because it is way out of my left field. That I prefer the more traditional, more less modern style kind of builds, but this one is kind of a good mix of traditional and modern because I kind of think this is kind of a mid-century in United Kingdom or London. So yeah, this townhouse has 4 units. Going to be focusing on making it very small, very compact, which is what previously the townhouse that he built, that's kind of a similar vibe to it. It's very small, very compact, very lived-in. And I also searched some few pictures of London townhouses. So they have this iron fence that is on the second floor, on the balconies, have really stately looking entrances for the townhouse, and some wire iron fences in the front to separate the door entryway to the windows, and some of them even have some gardening in front, and yeah, some garden pots in front, so make it look really much more nicer with some greenery. When it comes to the exterior, we have some white white molding or concrete, white painted plastered concrete, or in this case I used a white brick to separate the ground floor, and for the first floor onwards or second floor onwards is a red brick, so it's kind of a really nice first floor with clean, pristine white paint, white painted walls, and on the second and third floor is much more rustic, much more industrial looking. So this lot has 3 stories high, and the ground floor will be just the living room, kitchen, and dining area with a small guest bathroom. In this case, I make the guest bathroom a little bit too big. I might reconsider to make it smaller without the bathtub. And on the second floor, we have, initially I wanted to have 2 bedrooms, and then on the third floor on the master bedroom on top. But eventually it turned out to the rent come way too high, so I cut down 1 room and make a back balcony at the back with a sliding door access after the stairway. And still the average rent for each unit will be still 3,000 over. I think it is most likely because of the staircase I used and the amount of space. 3 stories is quite big, no matter how you cut it. So I think I might want to shrink it down a little more if I can able to fix the whole unit, the space, I think I can shrink it down even more. But I do that in my off camera, but then in the speed build, I actually shrink it down before the second part, which is I build out the layout first for the first unit to see how it goes, plan out the layout, and I think I remove the second bedroom on the second floor, and then in the front there, initially I put these column arches that look really nice, but I went against it, and then I want to put it at the side of the railing, but then later on I shrink it down, the front balcony, to a bit more smaller because I think it's a little bit too long. But then those column arches refuse to work properly because it's on quarter tile placement. So I use another type of regular column to make it work. And as for the roof, initially I did gable roof with dormers, but then I find it a little bit not really pleasing to look at. So I use these wood pieces from Apartment Life, and then to make a mansard roof. And on top, I wanted to put usually just a floor on top, but then it has those wood roof from the dormers that peeking out. So I layer it on top with another very low angle hip roof. It starts to clip and the colors don't really match, but I don't think I mind it too much because it looks pretty alright. And then I line it up with fencing to make it look nice, and some architecture detailing at the second floor as well as the front entry. So all the units have the same particular layout. It's not symmetrical or mirrored, so it's all the same in a series. And then behind the staircase, I actually put a closet later on to make it look to save some space, and I put some, so I don't need to put dressers in one of the bedrooms. So I have a little nook for a closet, and I didn't really put a lot of decoration in this build because after I fixed the exteriors and I feel really tired, I was like, you know what, I just don't deal with it anymore and just put some basic furnishing. But then I did follow a little bit of a color scheme. So we all know the UK flag is red, white and blue, the Union Jack. So the first unit will be mainly red, and the second unit will be mainly white colour, and the third unit is mainly blue, and the final unit I make it a little bit more of a burgundy or more of a rustic brownish colour as the main colour. So yeah, I try to make everything, all the furnishings the same, especially the bathroom fixtures, and also the kitchen setup is all very country style, very homely, really gives the vibe of very comforting inside a more urban space. Also gives a more not so modern vibe to it. So it's very mid-century, very 60s, 70s kind of a country style brought into the urban landscape in London, for example. Maybe I will decorate it off camera to take the screenshots. So in this speed build, you won't see a lot of decorations, just the basic furnishings and some essentials that will be enough. So if you have been following this channel, you would know that this is not the first time I actually built uh, anything that is from England or from the UK. So this unit of apartment is actually very similar to the British semi-detached house that I did not so long ago. I think it was last year, and it was pretty nice. It's very similar in style in terms of the brick exterior and the whole very stately looking and also very urban looking architecture, as well as the configuration is a little bit different, which is 2 units on the ground level and 2 units on top. So you have to go upstairs to go up to the 2 more units above. So there's only 2 entrances that split right down in the middle. But in this case of the townhouse, each unit will be having their own separate entrance. So here lies the difference. But overall, it's very reminded me of the similar style as the British semi-detached house. And coincidentally, I actually built right beside the lot. So in this speed build, you see the glimpses of the semi-detached house just right beside this build. I didn't turn off the neighborhood off settings in this speed build, but I think that shouldn't be a problem. As for landscaping, I keep it very simple. Some bushes and rose bushes and some flowers in the front, and also some fence trees that line up to the back, and then I put some sandy path winding around the back of the riding to the back of the apartments. At the back of the apartments, I actually put a soccer field. So I did put basketball hoops quite a lot in apartments, but this time around I want to mix it up a little bit different. So there's a soccer pitch or football field at the back. Initially, I also want to make it street football or futsal court to have a cement court on the floor, but then I figure out it's not really nice. So what I did is to make to make it bare with grass. So but I terrain paint it to make it more patchy, more rundown, to give a little bit more urban look or more worn out. So it won't look like it's freshly mowed all the time. And I put some benches for people to sit down and relax, chill out, and some iron fence to surround the area. Okay, that's pretty much what I want to share about this London townhouse. What do you guys think? Please leave me a comment. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to West Anime Sims for more updates on retro Sims content. The link to download this build as well as the screenshots will be down in the description below, as well as my Instagram and Tumblr pages. Please do give these channels a follow. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!